we might say it in beyond safe ground. What happened in the last 5 days is a very interesting thing, and many people in this region are learning it. For 3 days, the Jihad Islamic lived the dream. They've managed to stop life in Israel, at least in the 40 kilometers around Gaza. And for them, it's a dream come true. They managed to stop life in Israel. They would like to see the Israeli citizens away. And then, as it turned out, for 2 days, it took them to realize that their dream was based on nothing. They were very surprised by the way Israelis behaved, the population in Israel, and one, the leadership on the other side, the weak leadership. So they believed to be, it wasn't turned out to be so weak. There was no containment. It was a direct action. And then, of course, there was the intelligence surprise that they found the Israeli intelligence was found two of the leaders, military prominent leaders, in their safe houses. I believe not many people in Gaza knew where these people are. So in these circumstances, I believe that whoever remained in the leadership of Jihad Islamic is doing their homework, trying to understand where they were wrong and what they left. And they probably did not don't have so many assets left, not military and not political, because they were only backed up by the Hezbollah, Nasrallah, and the Iranians, and in the Arab world. It's not a good thing. You can see in the social network, the Shiite countries are the enemy of the Sunni countries. It's very clear. So I believe that the leadership, the remaining leadership of the Jihad, these days are in hectic discussion to try to understand what happened wrong, what went wrong, what happened, what they should do, and then not have so many options.
And Hanan, what about the security situation? I want to know more about that. Have most of the restrictions been lifted so far? What more can you tell us?
Well, you can see that just judging by the way the Israeli defense system reacted, the day they understand that there are these ambushes, they immediately stopped everything. And then when this morning at 8 o'clock they decided everything is open, it probably had a very clear intelligence, very clear insight that the Jihad Islamic or other factions are not going to do anything that might harm the life around the border.
Also, just very briefly, I know we're just a day into this ceasefire, and I know that people are, for the most part, happy, as we just mentioned, but is it almost like a Band-Aid fix for now? I mean, will there ever be an end in sight for the long term? Will there ever be long-term peace, and we don't have to keep coming to this escalation? A
very good question, because we see some long-term processes, because when fighting is on, we are not... we don't have enough time to see it, but we have at least two processes that go ongoing. One is the economical one, the economic need of the economic consideration that the Hamas, the leaders in the Gaza, are giving to economic consideration to workers, the 14 or 15,000 workers, the constant supplies of medical and fuel and so on, which in the past were in secondary place. Today they are in first place. And the other thing is not less important. The Israeli policies changed totally from containment to direct reaction. So this is another thing that changed in the long process. So we have to see where it's going. If it's going this way, we'll see less and less these kinds of wild operations by the Palestinian factions.
Thank you so much for your time, Brigadier General in Reserves Hanan Gefen there, the former commander of 8200 Intelligence Unit from the IDF. Thank you for your time.